Okay, so I'll be using a drop C tuning for this. So we'll have the C, G, C, F, A, D. And this initial intro progression, it starts with just kind of like a somewhat cleanish kind of tone, just, nothing like full force yet. And we come up high to this sus2 chord, so we got eights on the low C and the G, and then a 10 on that middle C. And we're just kind of like shuffle strumming through it, up to you, just kind of get the feel of it there. And then we'll just lift the eights off of this low C and G, keep that 10 on the middle C, strum that the same way. And then for the intro here, we'll end up at this kind of interesting major shape, I guess. So we got the 3 on the low C, 3 on the G. You can skip the D string there. If you hit it open or whatever, it's not a big deal. It's probably sound okay. But 2 on the F, we want to throw that in there with it, that third string up. So we got the 3, 3, skip, 2. And then you could just strum that out. And those 3 chords repeat about twice through the intro. Then I guess what you'd call the second part of the intro and maybe like the chorus. Everything kind of comes in, big and heavy, get the overdrive on, all that. Kind of start with similar looking chords. We'll do that same eights with the 10. You can throw in the 10 on the third string too if you want. So we got 8, 8, 10, 10. Kind of shuffle strumming that as well. And then we lift off to the opens as we did before. Keep that 10 on the middle C here, that fourth string. But then we also add in this 12 on the third string. Get that note in there as well. Okay, so we got open, open, 10, 12. And we strum that out. And then we do this kind of sliding bend thing that happens. So we start here at 10s on just kind of a basic power chord drop shape here. The 10 on the low C, G, and middle C here. Hit it, slide it up to 12s. Give that a couple strums, maybe a little hesitation, a couple more, and then we give a little bend and release on it. And then just kind of strum it out a couple more times. And then we repeat that section twice. The slide up with the strums, couple bend. We repeat that part twice, all right? And that's kind of like the second half of the progression. So that's going on for the second part of the intro, and we see it again at what I guess you would say is the chorus later. And after that, we have the first kind of lead, I guess you would say. And we start here on the second string, and we go 8, 10, 8. We go 10 on the fourth string, that middle C. Then we go 9, 10, 9, and just kind of hold that for a bit, finish the measure there. Slide the 9 up to 10, kind of hit the 10, hold that a moment. Slide the 10 back to 9 on that third string. All right, and then we go lower with it now. We'll go 10 on the fourth string, the middle C. Hit that, little hesitation, maybe a couple more, little hesitation. Hit it again, slide it down to 7. All right, and then we just kind of hold that for a moment. And then we kind of finish it the same way we did the first run through there, where we, on the 9 of that third string, up to 10, hit the 10 again, slide it back down to 9. And then after that, it may be mostly the bass that's carrying this part, like the verse chords, but you can get in there too. And this is more just kind of like a single strum thing if you want to do it. And it'll just do like an open low power chord. So just open C, G, C there. Hit that open, just let it ring. And then we just go to 3rd fret, same deal, up to the 7th fret, and then up to the 8th fret. And like I said, it feels more like maybe the bass is kind of just holding that part down. But if you want to do that, it's cool. Because then we get this second guitar that comes in, and it's just doing this high alternate picking thing. We could do it here pretty easy on the first and second string, where we start at the 3 of the second string and the 1 on the first string, and we just go between them maybe about half a dozen times. Then we just move the 3 on the second string to a 1, keep the 1 on the high E, do that back and forth half a dozen times. Then we'll keep the 1 on the second string, make the first string open, and same deal there, just back and forth between them half a dozen times, and then finish by like starting or ending at where we started, so the 3 with the 1, and just go between that half a dozen times. All right, and Now we would get into the chorus, which is essentially what we were doing for that second part of the intro, but we get a different lead thing that happens over the top of it. And it comes pretty high up here, and first string, where we got like the 15, and we're just going between that and the 17 on the second string. Just kind of go 15 to 17, then a couple 15s to 17, bounce between them, like that a couple times, and then we'll bring it down to the 13 on the second string, hold that for just a moment, and then we'll hit the 12 on the first string. All right, hold that for a bit, and you can give some vibrato on it too, that's fine. And then just maybe finish by coming back up to that 15 and 17 a couple times between those. And following that lead section, now we can get into this outro section. Starts with a chord we've seen, the 8, 8, 10. All right, for that sus2, you can hit that. And we're just kind of strumming it as we usually do. All right, then we just take what we have there, that sus2 shape, the 8s with the 10, bump it down 1 fret, so we got 7s with a 9. Same kind of feel there. And then we'll take it up high, that same shape, 10, 10, 12. All right, shuffle that out, and then we go ultimately to the 12, 12, 14. All right, and while that's going on in the background, another kind of alternate picking lead section over the top of it. We can start it here with the first and second string, go 10 on the second string, 8 on the first string. Just go back between those half a dozen times. Move it to the second string and third string, where we got the 12 on that third string, the F string, and then the 10 on the second string. We go between those half a dozen times. And then take that shape, slide it up here so we get the 16 on the third string, and then just kind of slide the index over 1 so that we're just kind of skipping a few frets there. So now we got the 13 on the second string. So we got 16, 13, kind of a dissonant thing going on there. And we just go between that half a dozen times as well, and just repeat those over the top of the outro progression.